I'm Jeffrey LaValley, and you're watching Heart to Heart, the show that brings you insight on some of Michigan's most finest gospel music artists. And today, with me is Reverend Craig Johnson of the Flint Cavaliers. Since 1998, the Flint Cavaliers have been, without question, one of the most embraceable quartets and quintets on the gospel music scene. And with their mesmerizing harmonies and frenetic rhythms, the Cavaliers-based music machine is turning out hit after hit after hit after a smashing hit song. From their first successful project, Live in Concert, to their new project on True Life Entertainment, Reborn, the Cavaliers continue to be one of the most commercially successful forces on the non-secular recording scene. Reverend Johnson, let's talk about the Cavaliers.
Already.
Welcome to the show.
God bless you.
So tell me about the fellas. They've been in existence a long time. This is no new thing.
We've been going a long time. I'm actually a member for, I would say, about 20 years now, though. But the group's been in existence probably 30 years or more. And as we were talking earlier, some of the guys in there that you probably didn't recognize, you know,
Sure
Roy Ozier, Jay Britt's original member, Johnny Connors, the actual writer of Have You Ever Been Burdened, Flip It, you name them, Roy Ozier, as well as Bob Jones.
Right.
That was the original group. And after Cecil Norman came in later on, that's really where the group began to start its, you know, rhythm pattern. It really started their style of music when Cecil came in.
You guided me, Lord. Up and down the dangerous highway. You kept your loving arms, Lord, yeah. Wrapped them all around me. You even showed me the right way to go. I had to look up and tell him, Jesus, that's what you done for me. Yeah.
So, you know, we've been doing real good, Jeff. We're getting ready to start a new project. Hopefully, we can cut it September.
Okay, now, you're talking about Have You Ever Been Burdened? What most people don't know, most of our listeners and or people that are watching us may not know, is that it spent 52 weeks on the Billboard charts. And it went as high as number 11 on the Hot Gospel Singers chart in Billboard, which is a feat for any quartet group.
And it actually went in Genesee County number 2 over all music. That's contemporary, that's country and western, that's R&B, that's rap. It actually was number 2 in Genesee County.
Wow, so that's going to be a record to beat for this next CD what you got coming up.
Well, it's always going to be, everywhere we go, you know, we got to hit that song. You can hear him hollering out in the audience, Have You Ever Been Burdened? It's just a song. And actually, I'm going to tell you about the song. We actually almost didn't record it. When we did our first demo, we put it on there last just to add on to what we had. And a guy named Carter McWright actually listened to the song, and he said, that's going to be your hit. Yeah. And we kind of frowned up on it, but we went on and done it. You never know. The people make hits. You don't. People make your hits when they buy them. So.
Right, because we pick what we want to do or what we think is going to be the cut. Right. Then all of a sudden, when radio gets it, it's a totally different thing.
Scenario,
Now, you guys have a great following in the southern area, in the southern region. You do a lot of traveling on the road. Give us some of the places and some of the artists that you've also performed with. I know you've done with the Mighty Clouds of Joy and others, but just so the folks know that this ain't no game here. You guys are really serious about what you do.
Well, you name it. We've been with them. We've been with Shirley Caesar, Cat and Spirituals, Mighty Clouds, Christian Airs, Fred Hammond, just to name them. We've been with a few Dottie Peoples. We've been with a lot of them. We've been actually in cities that actually gave us the keys to the city. Hammond, Louisiana gave us the key to the city. Dallas, Texas gave us a key to the city. And then a little town called Picayune, Mississippi gave us a key to the city, and also Huntsville.
All right,
we'll go right back.
We'll just let that go now.
We love you. I love you. I love you.
Y'all.
We love you.
Now, there's something else that's coming up that most people don't know, is it? And maybe I'm spilling the beans a little early, but that's what I do.
Yeah.
I understand that you're getting ready to do a solo project.
Actually, it's in the works right now. And some of us projected actually the first cut to be a hit. It's called The Devil Don't Mind You Going to the Church House. But he does mind you having church.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we have laid it down, and it's going to be real good. And also one, Here I Am, and I'm hoping that I'll have you to help me work on it.
Well, now, maybe the listeners might want me to do a little something.
Yeah, let him do it.
Well, let's talk about this. With being with the group for so long and stepping out solo, how do you feel? I mean, what's your any emotion on that? Because so many people have difficulty cutting away and doing. Will you be forsaking the Cavaliers? Is this it? Is this goodbye? Is this the last song, swan song?
I don't. It's not my plan, but it's not my will. But thy will be done.
I hear you.
I've been with the Cavaliers. I've carried a lot of weight, as you know, through some of the turmoil and confusion. I've carried the weight, and people have been inspiring me to do solo, really instrumental. So this project will consist of maybe a couple solo project, musical as well as vocal. But what I'm gonna get you on is it's not gonna sound like you think.
That tells me we're looking for something that's totally different from what we're used to hearing coming from you.
Yeah.
Now, for those that don't know, Craig is an accomplished guitarist, and I call him Craig because not only is he a great guitarist, but he's one of my friends, so I can do that. He's an excellent guitarist who has a great feel for solo riffs and how to fill those spots that make you kind of like, yeah.
That's only because I'm playing with him. That's all it is.
But how long have you been playing the guitar?
I've actually been playing, Jeff, playing with it since I was about 7 years old. I actually was actually playing the guitar on my upside down, really. I was laying it on my lap playing it. And I actually started playing around 7, 8 with my father's group. I started playing with it. They used to laugh and say, well, the guitar is bigger than he is. But I started playing with it, and I thank God that he has enhanced my music and kept me on top.
Now, let's look toward the future. We're in 2009 now. What do we see coming, number one, from the Cavaliers? What do we see coming from Reverend Craig Johnson that's going to mesmerize us in the future?
Well, number one, I believe that you'll probably see new faces in different places.
Well, all right then.
And then you'll also see a little different taste of the music. We're not going to pull away, but we're going to give you something a little different. I've got guys in there that's actually first tenors. I got 3 guys that's first tenors, so I'm going to tweak it just a little more just to see how it sounds, because that's more of me now. That's more of me, and I'm going to do that. And as far as, my solo project, we're going to let God take control of it. I'm going to always be a Cavalier. I mean, that's where I got my start. That's why I actually got the fame part. I've actually been on the road before. But my fame actually comes from the Flint Cavaliers. So, nothing's going to change too much, Jeff. Just to let the people know that we're going to go in 2009, and you're going to be like, is that the Cavaliers? Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Someone may be watching that says, okay, you got longevity in this business. What did it take? A lot of people think that, that there's no sacrifice involved, or because you may have been in the right place at the right time, but how have you survived in this gospel? Okay.
It takes Jesus. Jesus. You first got to acknowledge him to let him direct your path, because the devil's going to put all kind of stumbling blocks. And for longevity, it takes Jesus, because you're going out there and you get caught up with what you see on TV, right, all the fame and the glory and the money that you think. Right. Well, in the gospel, you better have some Jesus and be ministering to the people. Right. That ought to be your first priority, right, because the money might not come like you expect, and you stop and turn around. So when I said Jesus, it takes Jesus. And then it takes the guys in the group have to be on the same page.
Okay.
No big eyes, little U's. I don't know if you guys watch this P. Diddy making the band thing.
Yes.
You can see the turmoil that's happening in both groups, Danny Kane, because everybody's going different directions.
Right.
You got to be on one page.
Right.
That's what you have to do. So we've been on one page. I mean, we've had some ups and downs as well as you know.
Right.
But you got to have Jesus, and he'll give you that determining drive. And I just told him, order my steps.
I hear you. Well, Reverend Johnson, I'm glad you took time to spend time with me today. And we're going to proclaim 2009 is the year for the Flint Cavaliers. We're looking for bigger and better things coming for you. So you listeners, be sure to tune into your radios. Be sure to run into your record shops and prepare yourselves. As a matter of fact, go before the record comes out so you can stand there and be the first one to get that new 2009 release from the Flint Cavaliers. Reverend Johnson, thank you very much.
God bless you.